This is a message to my international colleagues covering the region. Putting claims that are impossible to be verified in your headline can't just be an individual mistake. It's an editorial decision to be part of the misinformation, to spread hate, and to justify war crimes. Asking guests who are not member in a certain group to condemn its action and interrupting them while they're trying to share their own personal stories is hostile. Keep your challenging and debatable questions to the Israeli officials who are only finding open platforms and questions from you. Prioritizing some victim's life over other can't be but a result of racism, classism, Islamophobia, white supremacy, or maybe a combination of all. Do not lecture us about impartiality and objectivity while your news describe the killed Israeli as killed, while the Palestinians just die. And if you want to be very accurate and describe Hamas as an Islamic militia, you should too say the Jewish Israeli army occupying Palestinian lands, because this is detailed and accurate too. If you are ignoring the Western hypocrisy and clear and obvious support for the war crimes being committed now in Gaza, what's the difference between you and the propaganda list of Russia Today that you've been criticizing for a while? Conflict-sensitive journalism is not just a course you train to the journalist of the Global South like myself. It's actually something you should adapt and apply, especially when there is a conflict. And finally, my dear colleague, you are not the story. And if you don't believe we are white enough to be considered a human and for our lives to matter, at least stop covering our issues. You can go domestic. You have lots of issues that need your attention.